Hi, my name's Robbie Samuels, and among the many other hats that I wear, I am a business growth strategist and coach, which is why every Tuesday I share a short story with a business or life lesson with my email list, and then I record it as a video to share it with you. This week's title is I Wonder If Anyone is Paying Attention. So I was raised by an avid golfer whose age and best score lately is in the mid 70s. My dad taught me how to golf, and I was yay high. I learned all the basics, and then I would shoot some rounds of golf with him as I got a little older. But by the time I was in my teens, golf just sort of faded from my life. Well, it's been over 30 years, and my dad had always said that because I got taught so young, I would be able to pick it up whenever I felt like it. And suddenly I got the itch to start playing again, even though it's been 30 years since I played consistently. It felt like a good hobby, a good reason to be outside right now, especially since I'm not going to do a garden this summer because our family is actually moving. But this is a reason to kind of get outside, and it's pandemic approved, which is actually why it sounds like there's a renaissance in the world of golf. Tons of people have the idea like I do and are flocking to all kinds of golf courses. So I look it up, and it turns out, according to Google Maps, there is a course just 10 minutes from my house that I didn't even know existed. So I schedule a lesson with a pro for a couple of weeks later. And then I decide that in those 2 weeks, I'm going to go to the driving range and hit a bucket of balls a couple of times just to see, if I can warm up and if I could test my dad's theory. Like, could I pick up this game that I learned at a very young age and be any good? Well, I hit some doozies. I sliced them one way or hooked them another, and they popped up high in the air and landed a few feet away from me. And in those moments, I was like, I hope no one saw that. And then also, I sometimes surprise myself hitting a beautiful shot, totally straight, really, really good distance. And in those moments, I was like, did anyone see that? Which reminds me a lot of entrepreneurship, right? It's like when I've missed a goal or, completely flopped, I hope no one has noticed. But when I meet my goals or even exceed my wildest expectations, I'm wondering, is anyone paying attention? Your challenge for this week. If you haven't been sharing your business and life challenges with a supportive community of like-minded entrepreneurs, then you're going to have a hard time finding a community that's going to celebrate your big wins. And while it may not be good PR for you to shout from the rooftops when you have a business flop, never talking about the struggle of being a business owner is going to make you feel very, very isolated. Now, if you already have a community that provides the support you needed and celebrates when you have a win, count yourself among the very, very lucky. I know I do, and I want to do a huge shout out to my mastermind. Now, most entrepreneurs and people in general are just so focused on their own journey that they just don't really pay attention to what's happening in the lives of those around them. Decide to change that and create space in your life for these kinds of honest, real relationships that aren't just based on what you feel comfortable sharing on Facebook. Try this and let me know how it goes. Now, before I go, I want to let you know that in 2022, I'm going to be hosting a year-long mastermind so that like-minded entrepreneurs can come together and support each other through the highs and lows of business and life. And if something that you want to know more about, if you want to know when the details are going to be ready, if you want to have a conversation, see if it's a good fit, comment below, send me a PM. I'd love to chat. And I did sort of drop a little bit of a bomb in the middle of my note there, which is that we are moving from Boston, Massachusetts to the Philly suburbs, my whole family. And we're doing that for a lot of reasons, but one of the big ones is to be closer to family. And so now we're going to be closer to my dad, also known as Grandpa, who's going to be able to inspire another generation of golfers by teaching my kiddos to play. Thanks. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.